Hello everyone, it's your favorite piano teacher, Miss CC, and welcome to another episode of Miss CC's Classroom. So today I want to switch up the pace with you guys and sort of give you like a bit of motivation and inspiration on why I believe that everyone should pursue music in some type of way, whether it's a hobby or as a career. So on this video, I am giving you my 10 reasons why you should be pursuing music. Hope you guys enjoy it. Now, as a disclaimer, I want you guys to know that I have always and will continue to always speak from my perspective, my experiences, and the journey that I am still on as a musician. If you guys happen to have like any reasons or inspirational pointers you want to give on why you think people should pursue music, do not be afraid to comment. All right, so getting into my 10th reason, it's very straightforward. Music has always been one of the simplest pleasures of life that I feel that everyone should have available to them. For me, I not only look at music as a pleasure, but I also look at it as a privilege, to be able to experience it and listen to it. And furthermore, music has always been like the comfort or friend that I have needed in difficult times in my life. And I know people that share that same sentiment with me. Life is difficult, and I am blessed with the fact knowing that I have a support system that I can lean on, family and friends that I can reach out to. But it's something about my relationship with music that, no disrespect to my family or friends, that they just can't give me. And I don't know if that's the same sentiment with other people or other musicians, but I know for me, I have a special relationship with music. Like the whole reason why I got, can y'all see it? Oh my God. This tattoo is like sort of like in dedication to my relationship with music, that music gives me a feeling and it gives me experience that nothing else really in the world can give me. It gives me a feeling that I never want to leave. Like it gives me the reassurance that I'm not alone, that I have something that is for me. And I want other people to experience that, because not a lot of people are necessarily as privileged or as blessed to have the support system, family and friends that others may have, that I have. And I feel that when they do not have that support system, that you have to turn to alternatives to find it. And I feel that music should be one that is really tapped into in order to build a relationship that no one can really just take away from you. My 9th reason is that music gives life to imagination. The thing that I've always loved about music is that it served as a solid foundation for bringing ideas, thoughts, imagination, things such as that to life, like bringing it to paper. We don't always know what we want to say. We don't know how to always express what it is that we're feeling. And for me, at least, that's where music comes into place. It's so important for me to really reach out to children, because, children have the wildest imaginations. And I want to utilize music in order for them to illustrate that imagination the best way that they can. 8th reason on why I believe that all people should pursue music is that there is a distinct lack of music appreciation to me. There are so many more genres that I feel that people should expose themselves to in order for us to get to a point of where music is really just appreciated, that people have to open their minds to the different genres that are available. Beautiful music in all types of genres that everybody should explore, and that everybody should somehow develop, a well-rounded appreciation for these different genres. I think you not only need to listen to music, you have to allow yourself to experience music. Those are two entirely different things. Listening to music and really just experiencing music, because when you experience music, you are focused in your full undivided attention, body, soul, and mind to that piece or to that song. And I feel that once people learn how to do that, because it is a process learning how to experience music, once you learn how to do something like that, then you develop your music appreciation. My 7th reason is that music is a skill that benefits all those who choose to pursue it, depending on how they pursue it. So many different avenues aside from being a rapper or an artist or a producer. Now, if that is where your heart and soul is, that is perfectly fine. But nowadays you have a lot of artists and rappers that get into the business of music just to make a quick buck. And usually with anything that you do, if you're not doing it because it's your passion, you're going to fail. Well, let me not say that. That was kind of harsh. You may not fail, but it's gonna feel tedious. You're not really in it because you love to do it. You're just in it because everybody else is doing it, or that's the new way to make money. And that's getting into it for the wrong reasons. Everyone may not be aware of all the different avenues that you have in terms of pursuing music. There's plenty and way more things to do aside from being a rapper or just a singer. You could be a musicologist, you can be a music therapist, you could be a music theorist, you could be a professor. There are so many more different avenues. You could join music organizations. The possibilities are just endless. If you choose to be a vocalist, you could pursue a career as an opera singer, or if you're an instrumentalist, you could pursue being a part of a symphony orchestra. My whole point for number 7 is that the possibilities are endless. Do not limit yourself. Don't limit yourself. Allow yourself the space to be open to different avenues that you can pursue. Number 6 is a biggie, so be prepared for me to run my mouth. 6th reason why y'all should be playing music in some form of capacity is that the music education is so important. And let me say this, it's not just important for those that wish to pursue music. It is important for your development as a human being. You didn't know that, did you? Let me explain. When you introduce beginner music education, not only are you allowing children to pursue another skill or to learn something new, but you're also developing them for life. When we're children, and I've said this before, our minds are like sponges. We will absorb anything, any environment that we are exposed to. When you introduce children to music education, especially beginner music education, you're allowing them to learn how to develop different traits such as patience, determination, discipline, okay? Having those type of traits are just priceless, especially when you become an adult. I've been playing since I was 5 years old. I'm 23 now. I've been playing for a decade and some change, about 18 years. And there are still holes in terms of my musicianship that still have to be filled, that honestly could have been avoided if I had the proper music education. Now understand, I'm not blaming anybody, okay? I'm not blaming anybody for where I may be lacking as a musician. That's not what I'm doing. But it's the fact of the matter that certain things, when you come into the business of music, whether you are an instrumentalist, a vocalist, whatever, you need to know. There's no reason you should be calling yourself an artist and you can't tell me what a chord is. You can't tell me what a major chord is. You can't tell me what a minor chord is. You can't tell me what a diminished, augmented 7th chord. You don't know scales. You don't know solfege. You should not be calling yourself an artist if you do not have basic music education. And that's the tea. Scorching hot tea. A serious problem with a lot of artists nowadays that just don't have any type of beginner basic music education. It's atrocious. It's amazing. Some of the music education is more important than a lot of you guys know. I am an advocate, a diehard advocate for not only music education, but proper music education. Taking the time to really teach children, adults, people in general, how to properly pursue music, things that they have to know when they go into learning music. That was the whole reason why I created this series, Miss CC's Classroom. You don't have the fundamentals, it's over. It's going to take you a long time to really get to the point that you're trying to get if you do not have the proper fundamentals. My 5th reason is a great reason. I feel that music allows you to expose yourself to different cultures that you may not have exposed yourself to. Me being an African-American woman, I come from a very deep and rich musical history. And I feel that it is my job to not only teach about my culture of music, but to also make sure that it is appreciated and respected as it should be. And I feel that all musicians and those that are non-musicians should also develop that same type of responsibility, just feeling obligated to make sure that, the history and culture of your music is celebrated at all times, and more importantly, respected. There's a huge difference between respecting and imitating music. There is a huge difference between respecting and imitating music. I feel that exposing yourself to these different cultures also allows you to develop a respect for those that do not look like you or that don't share the same beliefs that you may share. You know, it's just another way to, you know, bring everybody together under the umbrella of music. My fourth reason is that music breeds individuality, and I feel that that is very important to have. You know, you should be allowed to be who you are and all of who you are without fear for your life, without fear for what people may think. And, you know, music allows you to do that to a certain degree. And everybody deserves that privilege. You know, everybody deserves, well, that's not even a privilege, that's a right for you to live your life how you choose to live your life, as long as you're not hurting anyone. To explore that realm and to, you know, figure out what it is that you like, because you may not know who you are. And, you know, a lot of us won't really know who we are until we live life a little more. I want people to know that music allows you to do that. It allows you to explore who you may be. You may still be trying to learn who you are, and there's nothing wrong with that. You're going to be learning who you are for a while, but just allow music to be one of those mediums that allows you to learn about yourself and to learn about what it is that you want out of life. More importantly, just allow music to help you discover who you are and what it is that you want. Okay, reason number 3 is that music brings awareness. You know, aside from music being enjoyable, music historically has also been used as propaganda to, you know, to decipher information or to push the agenda of a certain movement that may be going on. Making sure that when you are pushing the agendas that matter, that you're creating the type of music that doesn't not only just last for this specific generation, but it's music that transcends and that goes forth to all the generations that have yet to come, in order to, you know, keep that fire alive for doing what is right all the time. Now for my top 2 reasons. Reason number 2, as you guys may know or may not know, Miss Cece loves the children. I love the kids. I love them. I want everybody to understand that when we say the children are our future, we need to act like it. Whether it is creating programs for them, sending them to school, making sure they're taking care of the children in the foster care system, taking care of children that are immigrants. If the children are our future, we need to act like it. Period. The children are our future. I don't want my child living in. Well, listen, your child will not be a child forever. Little Timothy will not be 5 forever. Samantha will not be in pigtails forever. Now, I believe in nourishing children while they're children. Take them in and you treat them as they're supposed to be